the first thing I'm going to be doing is actually writing down, brainstorming the jokes that I'm going to be performing. The process is, you know, how do you get into that creative mindset? Because for me, the way that I do it, which I'll be showing, is like I like watching other stand-up comedians and not necessarily like copying their jokes, but like seeing how they're delivering them. So I'm going to be doing that. Step 2 would actually be studying the jokes. Common mistake that I was making when I was doing my first few open mics was going up with like my phone or like my notebook just straight up in front of the microphone, in front of the audience, just reading it. And it was just like the most unnatural thing in the world. Audience engagement. You want to like, once you're on stage, you want to be making that connection with the audience. And you can't really be doing that if you're like, hey, Yeah, and then Jeffrey said, last but not least would be actually going to the open mic and performing. By the way, I hope you guys like the little studio I got going. You see the boxes in the back. It's not fully complete. I still got things to hang up, but my bed's a mess, by the way. Got the F on the back for far money. As you could see that I'm getting right into this video. No fluff, no BS. First things first, I had to get coffee. We're out of light roast, unfortunately, so I had to go with the dark roast. But hey, it's like 5 p.m. at this point. I shouldn't be drinking coffee. But I know I have like, what, 4 hours until my open mic? So I came to Panera, got my bev, I sat down, I had my notebook, I had my laptop. I'm like, hey, why not just start writing down jokes here? Maybe I could find something funny and write a joke about. So I'm going to be running through basically what the process is of me writing jokes. So I got my notebook over here, and I see like a lot of things. I'm not gonna put the camera up. People are gonna see me. They're gonna kick me out. They're gonna do whatever. But basically, I zone in. I would have like a stand-up comedy special on Netflix open on my laptop here as well, and just looking around, I try to like just see what I find funny. So I have various outputs where I'm getting my ideas from. One is the environment, the current environment I'm in. And 2 is, you know, current events that are going on in the world today. Thank you, Elon Musk, for buying X. Ladies and gentlemen, it is crunch time. I think the remaining time at this point was like 4.5 hours. I was watching Trevor Noah, I had my headphones in, and I was writing down anything that was coming into my mind. Trevor Noah's delivery was a perfect example of what I was following. In terms of environment, there wasn't a lot going on. There was a family next to me talk about the divorce, but it wasn't that exciting. After leaving Panera, I decided to go to the gym. So I sped back home, got my gym clothes, went to my gym, and the reason why I went, this is like basically why people take like study breaks when they're studying a long time. For me, for the most part, going to the gym, it's like a way to clear my mind. So I put on my boxing gloves, I hit the bag a few times, and I was ready for the open mic. I got to the venue and I saw a cafe where I could like just quickly study up my notes. So I got some cannolis in me, going through my Evernotes, going through what works, what doesn't, just like last minute, just trying to get as much information inside of me as possible. And I think at this point I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling scared, but like I kind of knew there was no turning back. I got to the place, this is how it looked inside right before I went up. Barely any people, but I still did it. And this is where the magic begins. The guy calls up my name, and I'm walking up, and now I'm just gonna let you guys hear my clips. Yo, how's everyone doing? I'm gonna be the first comedian to use the stool up here. I had an 80% off scholarship to Kale University. That's a Kale with a K. Okay, let's see what else we got. Let's just say I went through a lot of pajamas growing up. To my phone, it was 20 missed calls and text messages, and she was asking like where I was. It was out too late, and I kid you not, the sun was still out. Like a butcher going through a divorce. I was just getting double D's or seeing double D's. I gotta work on the wording on that one. Yeah, I gotta stop looking at my phone. I'm like the only one looking at my phone. I'm not gonna get there. A lot of people like, do you guys like memorize your jokes? Like all of it before coming up? I don't even know how to do it. I don't? Alright. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, so currently it's the day after, the morning after the open mic I did yesterday. I had to sit through watching all the other stand-up comedians, which, don't get me wrong, it really helped me out doing my own material. I wouldn't say that I bombed, because there weren't a lot of people in the room. There was like, there had to have been at least like 10 people. Started out with like 25, but there was like 10 people left. Like I was just like bursting out laughing. It was just like, I wasn't nervous at all, but it was just more or less, I guess the preparation, I guess just, okay, one thing was definitely not like looking at my phone the entire time. I just felt like that was so unnatural to do. None of the other comedians were doing that. I was just literally like looking at my phone while sitting down. That's number one. So that's one of the things I'm gonna have to work on. Number two is like using like filter words, like getting the wording right of my jokes, like basically the delivery of the jokes, getting that right. I'm still doing it right now. There's a lot of things I gotta work on, and here's the thing, guys. I kind of fumbled the bag with you guys yesterday, not making this video right away, but here's what I'm gonna do. Right now it is Thursday, and 12:44. I'm gonna be going to Manhattan and doing another open mic tonight. As you guys just heard, I wasn't wasting any time. I literally hopped on the next train going to the city, and I was going to do this open mic thing spontaneously again for the second day of the row. Again, second day of the row, I had to go to my gym. Saw some pretty lights outside, thought I might show you guys. It's Christmas is around the corner, and I decided to do something light. I was like, if I did legs today, I would barely be standing when I went up to like the actual mic. So I did like a little abs here and there, obliques. Great gym, by the way. I'm just pretty pissed off they take most of my paycheck every 2 weeks, but hey, cold plunge and 30 degrees outside. I don't know what other gym in New York City has this, but take all my money at this point. But anyway, I had the same routine as yesterday, found a nice place, was studying my notes last minute, and I was just trying to put as much jokes, as many lines, as many nicks and hicks inside my brain like in the last hour. Honestly, great lounge, great gym, but they are robbing me clean every month. So after the gym, I walked to the open mic. I was nervous, I was scared, again, crying a little bit, but that was probably just because of the cold weather. Got to the place, and this is the guy announcing my name. He kind of butchered it, but hey, it's all comedy at the end of the day, right? Hope you guys enjoy.
Forehand, Shabazz. That's right.
Shabazz.
Shabazz.
Yeah. Shabazz music. So. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? Oh, shit. I had an 80% off, buy one, get one free scholarship to Kale University. Kale University, that's with the K. The best of the Ivy Leagues. Let's finish that one. Had the gold membership. They gave him the platinum membership, and it wasn't even a thing back then. And I know what you guys are thinking, like the food they have there, it's delicious but really suspicious. We used to go there and make loops around Costco until we got stuff. So it got to the point where the workers were catching on to what we were doing, and we had to come up with... She always thought I was out doing drugs and having sex. Sex only in my dreams. So, yeah, like, I went through a lot of pajamas as a kid, just so you guys know. So there was this one time, this one night, my phone was like buzzing, like a vibrator. Like I swear if I was a woman, I would have started moaning. I checked my phone and it was 20 missed calls and texts from my mom. She's like, it's way too late, come home. And basically, reproduction, meiosis, mitosis, all that stuff. And my teacher says to me, she's like, do you know where genes come from? And I said, J.C. Penney. There you go. Online dating has been a struggle for me. You know it's bad when you're spending more money on dating apps than you are on your insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is here. Where? Does she have IG? Is she into brown guys? I'm playing around. My dating preferences, I'm very picky when it comes to girls. I'll just show you guys, or tell you guys the filters I have, like on my dating apps. For age, 18 to triple digits, of course. Location, 1 mile radius to Uzbekistan. Height, Tinkerbell to barefoot. So, or Bigfoot. Oh my god, I said barefoot, what the fuck. Whatever, either way, the food is bomb. So, but what's not bomb is the family dinners that we have. It's really awkward. I remember this one time, I'm like, hey, and the whole room just went silent. Her dad looked at me. Yeah, I just did my second open mic, back-to-back days. You guys tell me, how'd you guys think of it? But it went a lot more smoother than I thought it did. And I think just doing it back-to-back days really helped out. Like I said, this is called reflection right here. Doing something and then reflecting on it, and then doing it again better the second time. So yeah, it was, you guys tell me how it went. I was just like comfortable. Like sitting in that stool, I was just comfortable. I had no like worry in the world. It was so smooth. I think overall for next time, there are still a few things I gotta work on. Again, it wasn't perfect, but perfect isn't what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for incremental improvements. So looking back at the footage, I would say that I think some things I gotta work on is like eye contact. Oh yeah, the jokes. So I took down the notes of the jokes that don't work, and I'm gonna be either improving them or just scratching them off for next time. And I guess the wording for some of my jokes weren't fully there, so gotta work on the wording as well. So those are just a few key points that I'm taking out of this. And yeah, I hope this inspires other people to go out and do open mics and go out and do stand-up comedy. It is, I wouldn't say it's easy, but like anything in the world, the more you do it, the more you'll get better at it. And that reflection period is very important. I also think this whole stand-up, doing open mics, you get to really get involved in the community as well. And I just think that helping other people where they struggle is a true gift. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video.